Hello, hello. Jeremy Lastman here on the CLN. This lovely, lovely Wednesday, January 27th. It is nice to be back. Let's get some more light here. Have you been enjoying the Conscious Leadership Network? Time to talk about facing disappointment and turning it into growth. This was a question that came in, and I wanted to spend a little time on this today and talk about facing disappointment and turning it into growth, dealing with disappointment, and the transformation of the pain, the negativity, and the mindset shifts that really keep things directed, focused, moving, and aware as these things inevitably rise as lessons for us in our growth. And if you don't know me, I love to work with entrepreneurs and creatives around the harnessing, leveraging, and focusing of passion, and helping passionate people, passionate entrepreneurs to realize just how powerful they are, and how to get through the blocks and the resistances that come in the way to bringing something new to life, and following something that isn't necessarily linear. And just if you're catching this, if you're live, make sure you say hi. And second, cool. So, speaking most specifically to entrepreneurs and the disappointment around, when things aren't working, when things are hitting hurdles, resistance, procrastination, negativity. Because in the way that I kind of look at the evolution of our growth, the evolution of our mind, evolution of the ways in which we use our creativity to bring something to life, the ways we use our creativity to pour our souls, our passion into building our dreams. And disappointment is inevitable, like I said. And how can we effectively use it as fuel instead of a deterrent? And when I tune into disappointment and I think about some of the entrepreneurial experiments that I've done, and when things don't necessarily work out the way that you think they are, or um, you hit roadblocks, you hit uh, ways in which maybe even the world or reality or other people kind of even keep you from even attempting things because the disappointment is already so prevalent that um, you don't even want to try because ultimately disappointment is is failure. And the thing that comes up around disappointment and failure and turning into growth is, first off, you realize that you are in full creative power to define these emotions, define the meaning of these emotions. And so what does disappointment mean? What does disappointment mean? And and feel into what does it mean about me? What does it mean about you? What does it mean for me? What does it mean for you? And feel how much the definition and the emotion of this word, um, how much of it are you choosing, and how much of it was given to you? How much of you subscribe to in a like a societal sense, in a agreement sense of what has this what I'm trying to say is how much of this definition is choosing you versus where is your muscle, where is your creative ability to define the meaning yourself. Because the one thing that really hinders growth is when we are stuck in the given, in the conditioned, in the ways it has been prior, and in the past, and in um, the way it always has been, the the business as usual. Because I can tell you from my experience, the way well, we can look at it from a couple different angles, but in the way that I understand and look at processing difficult emotions, complex emotions like disappointment, like failure, like all of these things that really take a toll on our confidence and our vision and our sense of fun and play and life, passion. The things that turn us, into more downward depression, uh, you know, I'm not good enough energy, um, shame, everything about the failure that makes us feel like shit, uh, all that negativity. Um, you know, it's not about resisting it. It's not about ignoring it. It's not about, fighting it or conflicting with it. It's more about, on a higher level, how fast can you process it and learn what it is actually there to teach you about a dynamic of fear and love and time in your body. And first, I mean, I would, ground zero on this. What we're talking about is, do you want to choose stuck or do you want to choose growth? What direction do you want to move? Just get clear on that desire first, on whether or not you want to go downward or you want to go upward. Um, because the being a victim of the pain, being a victim of everything that the disappointment and failure is telling you about yourself is is just being caught in a spiral of fear, of negativity. And once you become more conscious of the choice to ask, what is the lesson? What is the reason? What is the greater soul story that is not just about being a victim of the disappointment or feeling like the disappointment is the end of the world, but what is it possibly the beginning of, when you can see through it, when you can see through the attempts at making something so personal that it tears everything away that allows your creativity to use it for something, use it for passion, use it for inspiration, use it for expression, or whatever uh, leverage you want to get with it. Um, so if you've been disappointed, if you are disappointed in the world right now, the lack of freedom, the whatever it is that you could be dealing with in the um, disappointment, uh, want to share. Let's see. The main thing that I feel when I have experienced disappointment in the past is this is not personal. This is not personal. That gives me space to explore what the emotion is actually speaking. It allows me to listen to it. It allows me to love it. It allows me to connect with the fear underneath the unworthiness, the insecurity. And when I do that, and when all these emotions can be honored and accepted, and I can see why it's not just personal, I can see a greater expanse of everything else and everyone else that this emotion is connected to, then I have more space to feel my sense of freedom from the disappointment. It's not about changing it per se, but it's more about feeling it, and realizing it's not actually, if I let it, it's not actually touching anything. It's just an emotion. It's just literally a cloud in the sky that contains a lot of time. It contains a lot of past time. And when you could see it in the eyes of time, the negative charge starts to lessen, starts to diminish. And now it becomes, how do I want to use it? How do I want to learn from it? What is the lesson in it? And that's how you turn it into growth. All right. Feel like that about says it. If you have any questions or topics that you want me to talk about in these weekly lives that I do here on the CLN, please let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, share it around if you think anyone needs to see it, and remember to subscribe. Subscribe somewhere if you're watching this on YouTube, and make sure you check out the Conscious Leadership Network. I will see you in there. You can sign up now and get a bunch of my courses and masterclasses for free when you join. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. My name is Jeremy LASMAN, and I will see you another time.